This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 440. Sorry, I'm having a little fit here. I'm your host, Brian Kilby. With me this week we have Matt, aka Melvar, Don, Titan Master Don, Rob Clay, and Diecast. Guys, how's it going?
Wet. Very wet.
Very wet.
It's the AfterCon blues.
Yeah.
So, if you're paying attention, we really didn't have a show last week. We did a live stream, and I recorded like 5 minutes. What in the heck, Don?
Sorry, I thought there was a bug crawling on. It was a battery or something.
A bug? You confused a battery for a bug.
Well, it's... Yes, I'm old. Leave me alone.
I was trying to do better.
Sorry. Well, I thought it was little stink bugs.
Don. You donned it again. Oh, you have stink bugs there too.
Yeah. That's what I was trying not to crush it so it wouldn't stink.
Do they actually stink?
Yes, Massey. Yes,
they do.
Massey found out the hard way that they're not for eating.
Well, Massey is a cat, so if you had said that Don has realized now that if they're not for eating, that'd be something different. So. But yeah, if you paid attention last week, we really didn't do a show. I recorded like 5 minutes of something just to throw up, to tell you guys to listen to all the great stuff that we had posted the week before, because we were at TFcon, and it was pretty great.
It was.
Very, very good time.
Looking
forward to doing that again.
Yeah. I was not going to go to TFcon this coming year because I didn't want to go to Chicago again, but I might be changing my mind.
I think you're totally going to have to go. Yeah.
I think I may totally have to go.
I had such a great time. I need to go to Chicago.
It was so much fun. It was a blast. I liked the first TFcon USA, but I didn't love it. So I, sort of kind of had my doubts if I was going to have as great a time at this one, but I absolutely did. It was awesome.
Yeah, I definitely would like to go myself, but I do. I mean, Brian, were you going to drive or fly?
Fly. Yes,
okay,
fly.
Yeah, because I don't think I can do that drive again.
Yeah, and we're going to have the better convention space in Chicago this year. So
yeah. Now, if I could get lucky and find some of those super cheap air rates, that would help. Yeah,
that would be pretty awesome. But yeah, so we didn't do a show last week, and all of a sudden I decided, because I am a man to make such decisions sometimes, that we were going to do the show now, the live stream at 8 o'clock Eastern instead of 8:30. Because why not?
A whole half hour sooner.
Sooner.
Transformers news quicker.
Well, that, and we started doing this schedule at 8:30 because I was getting home late from work and I was going to the gym. I don't go to that gym anymore, and I don't get home from work late all the time, so 8 o'clock makes sense.
And we're always streaming by 8 o'clock anyway, so.
Yeah, by the time the show actually starts, we're kind of tired. It's like we're all talked out at that point, so. But yeah, so at TFcon we picked up a few things. I know that Don probably spent $4,500 or $5,000, something like that, just on fans project stuff. What did you actually get, Don?
I picked up Positum. It's hard not to say possum on that.
I just want to call it Possum Bot or something.
Picked up that. I picked up Devil Star, the darker repaint of Evil Star. I picked up the first three of the Not Dino King figures.
Did you pick up the visualizers? You can't remember.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, okay.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad, Don, that you can't even remember that you picked those up.
It's sad you can't remember my name.
Did I get those?
Yeah, Dan. What's your problem, Dan?
Yeah.
Titan Master Dan.
Hey, when in Rome.
Yeah. And I picked up...
It doesn't matter, Don. It's okay. You spent a lot of money. That's the important part. And we can bask in the glow of your awesomeness.
No. Not my awesomeness. Not my awesomeness. This awesomeness.
I hate you, Don. Don, if you're not watching the video, which most of you aren't, Don is holding up a God Neptune from Beast Wars 2nd. I am so jealous. That is,
And it is so pretty.
It's on my short list of things I've always wanted. It used to be really expensive, and now it's not because there's no demand for it. And it's gorgeous, and I want it.
Yeah. I like that better than the G2 version I got from the club, unfortunately.
I want that too. I love that mold. For the longest time, that was available at Big Bad, or the set was available minus the combiner bits.
Yeah.
That mean when I say for a long time, I'm talking like 10 or 15 years ago. But they had that for sale, and the thing was almost impossible to come by except for eBay, and it was so expensive. And it didn't turn to dust, so there's like no gold plastic syndrome with that.
Right.
That's awesome. Yeah, seeing you guys, it was awesome. And seeing Don at work in the dealer room was a blast. He is like a professional. If Don could apply like his skill set in the dealer room to like, I don't know, going in life, Don would be running for president right now. It'd be pretty awesome. So Diecast, you picked up a couple of things yourselves. What did you get?
Yeah, I got the Positum, the Visualizers, the 3 Dino Kings, because they were such great value. I couldn't pass them up. And it looks like it's going to be a really nice combiner, even though I don't have an attachment to Dino King. It looks really nice.
Yeah. The only thing that kills me is the shells.
The cost and availability of them.
Yeah,
and they're huge.
Yeah, I don't care about that. It's just having Dino King and not having the shells is kind of just sad.
You think so?
But, well,
those shells look awesome.
Yeah. It's just if I want Dino King, I want all of Dino King. But
the shells are nice, but I don't need them, so I'm lucky. I don't feel like I need them.
I don't need them. I would like to have them.
Yeah, it's
because they really do look great.
I mean, the Dino King by himself without the shells will look awesome. But it's just if you want a Dino King in your collection, you should have the shells, but they're just too.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I totally get it.
And then one of the other things I got was the Animus stealth mode, which is the Voodoo robots new Ironhide / Ratchet / this was the black Diaclone painted one, and I just put the review up last night. It's really nice. I really like it. I think it's probably the best Ironhide / Ratchet that we're gonna get. I think it's not an easy figure to do, which is why Takara is gonna have, doesn't look 100% great. For what they've done, I really like it. It's probably about $20 priced, like $20 higher than it should be.
Well, I think the regular version will be about 20 cheaper. I think
no, it's
version.
120.
Oh, both versions are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should be. I think
Okay.
$100 would be the sweet spot for that. Obviously, less would even be better, but I think 120 is a little on the high side, but really nice figure. Really glad I picked up that mold.
I know that we've had our debates on which one to get, this or the Takara version, which comes out. So it's nice to know that you're satisfied with this.
Oh yeah. The only thing that was a little bit tricky was the little tiny plugs that they had, and breaking them off the sprue and trying to get it shaved down so it would fit in the hole, and they're all like directional, so if you put one in upside down, you're not going to be able to get it back out unless you like pop out pins and everything, so it gets kind of hairy.
Do you need to take it back out?
Well, if you put it in the wrong way, you would have to. But you don't even have to put those little caps in, because if you're just going to leave it in robot mode, you won't even really notice them. I was just kind of, they're there, I have to do it, and I wanted to see, what a difference it would make. So, but that's something you'll see in the review, that I did all that stuff. I just left the last one because I didn't want a lot of cursing and screaming in the review. So I just did the last one on camera.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Matt, you picked up some stuff too, right?
Yes, I did. I got my Mastermind Cynicus. I got that from Diecast. Thank you, Diecast. I got my Masterpiece Starscream, which Dawn picked up for me. Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
I got Dino, Ichini, and San because they were bundled together for a pretty reasonable price.
Yeah, it's ridiculously cheap, relatively speaking.
Yes, they were basically buy two get one free. It was awesome. I picked up a Star Convoy reissue because I've never had that and just wanted one.
How much did you pay for it?
About $90.
That's actually, I think, what I paid for it retail. So you, with inflation, you paid less. It's pretty awesome.
And I got something else. I know I got something else. I got an Action Master Starscream I found.
Oh yeah, you got a deal on that Action Master Starscream.
How much?
$20, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, complete.
Yeah.
And since I can never have enough of the classic Seeker mold, I got a BotCon Dirge.
Again, how much? I'm sorry. I'm just most interested in the stuff you got.
30.
Oh, great.
30, yeah, somewhere around there.
Oh, did you find a thrust? Because I was looking
No.
and I never saw one
No,
either.
did not see one.
So, like, I know Diecast doesn't like used toys or pre-owned toys. He has a phobia against it. I certainly don't. But other than, like, something that I bought off of a friend, I think most of the stuff that I got was still either new or sealed. So, like, I don't really go buy classic stuff or, older stuff anymore. I kind of hate that. I mean, I will occasionally on eBay, but at cons, it's just it's not something I normally do. But I almost did pick up an Energon Tidal Wave, thinking it was the Japanese version, which I wanted, but the coloration on the was it Micron Legend, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay, the Micron Legend one looks great. Just it had a different paint scheme than the one we got. Yeah, I didn't get much other than the visualizers because it was so cheap. And I got the Alligator Con, which is, I probably wouldn't have been so happy if it was the not Skull Cruncher. I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's nice, but I don't really have a huge attachment to Skull Cruncher. But this is something I've always wanted. And,
No, that's the other thing I couldn't remember. I also got that.
yes.
Yeah.
I love this thing. I think
It's pretty great.
It is. I think the only thing I would like better is if he had a basketball that you could have on it, that he could spin.
Yeah.
If he had that, that would be like every single Optimus Prime meme, for me in one little toy. I really like it.
Yeah, it's. Well, like I said, we've all been waiting for that figure since we saw the first artwork for it back in 2012. So it's nice to finally get there.
Like the middle of 2012.
Yeah, pretty cool. Rob, I saw you put up a review on TFormers. Did you get anything else?
No, just still working through Combiner Wars Wave 4.
I still have yet to get them.
I did get from the last subscription figure from the club too. I got Croc,
Oh, neat.
and I love the colors on this thing. He is way nicer than I thought he was going to be.
Oh, I also got the yellow, lime green yellow coloration of the B-Mog. That's out there. So, the platypus, whatever it's called, wasn't there. So hopefully I'll get that one.
Chainbill Splatterpuss.
Yeah. And there's another version coming out of him with a special accessory. I can't remember if Trent announced it or not, but just if you like B-Mod, keep your eyes open because there's a special version of Chainsaw Platypus coming out.
That is a great name. Just to be completely transparent, I love that name. Okay, let's see here. Moving along. This Week in History. So, This Week in History, 2003. The Transformers, the game, is released in Japan by Atlas for the PlayStation 2. And who besides me has played this?
Okay, was this the one with...
This is the G1 game.
Okay, no.
It's terrible. It's indescribably bad. It's other than Mystery of Convoy, I would say this is the worst Transformers game ever released.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah. It's bad.
It's
Rob,
so
you
bad they didn't even release it in the U.S.
No, I think they might have released it in Europe. No, they didn't. I think it's only been released in Japan. Rob,
Yeah, but it's almost all in English, is from what I've seen.
which is weird. You haven't played it, I take it?
No, never got that one. Wanted to.
It's awful. It is bad. But you know what? It was awesome at the time because I was playing a G1 game. Like how cool is this? But that novelty wore off in like 30 seconds.
So basically, it was the devastation of its time.
Devastation, while it's not my favorite thing, is way better than this. At least it's playable.
Yeah.
Pretty bad, and that is 12 years ago. Man, sorry. A little depressed. I take a drink. Okay, so jumping into the news, since we didn't really do a show the last week, there's a couple news items I do want to cover, but we'll get to those. So at TFormers, there was a photo from Twitter user TFormers90, which was the 3 Legends figures that just came out: Slipstream, Blackarachnia, and Nightbird. I almost said Nightbeat. Nightbird. It's just kind of funny how Blackarachnia, of course, came out in 08, 07?
08, I think.
Yeah, from Transformers Animated, and she towers above the other figures, which of
Head
course, were
and shoulders above the others.
not even close.
Yes.
Big.
It would be interesting to see like a comparison of deluxe figures over the years since that price point was introduced back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
I would actually like to see that. I should go photograph that myself just to see what that looks like. But yeah, it's really striking how much larger she is.
Yeah, to put it in scale, I saw a Facebook comment that said, "Wow, Blackarachnia is a Voyager."
Yeah, yeah, exactly. In comparison, she almost looks it. I would say if we still had the Mega class, comparatively speaking, she would be like a Mega compared to the Deluxes. Yeah, pretty striking.
They all look amazing.
Yeah, they look great.
And I should have them in a couple days. I'm excited.
I need to ship my pile of loot. Like, I was waiting to ship my pile of loot for Quake Wave, which I initially canceled. But then I repurchased because I'm like, oh, well, I guess they'll get it in any day now. I should probably go ahead and pay for it. No, they never got it in, so I canceled it again. So
Just go with Takara Shockwave.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
You'll be
go.
fine. But yeah, I was waiting on these to ship my pile of loot. So as soon as I got that notice, yeah.
So, the next thing I wanted to mention, I did mention this in the episode 439.5, which went up last week. We'll just cover it really, really briefly. Last week, Hasbro released their Q3 earnings, and Transformers sales did fall year over year compared to the same quarter the year prior, but the year prior was a movie year. And the Transformer sales fell less than expected.
Yeah. They were lower than expected.
They were higher than expected.
Yeah, they were higher than expectations. They were lower than the year before, but they did not fall as much as Hasbro expected it to.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Yes.
So it does suck that sales fell, but again, it was movie year. But as I pointed out last week, movie toys don't sell like they used to. But you do have movie toys in the mix with everything else. We also had Robots in Disguise at that point, didn't we? Or did we?
Not sure.
The overall mix would have included whatever Generations toys were out there with the movie and anything else. So probably just by sheer volume, it makes sense. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one of the reasons they probably didn't they did better than they expected. It's probably because of online sales. Because I don't really see the stores getting more quantity like during a movie year. During a movie year, that they have a whole aisle full of Transformers stuff, but the Transformers section seemed to be shrinking if you're watching your aisles at your local retail stores.
Yes.
So if they're doing better than expected, I think it's because the increase is going to online sales.
Well, the aisle space is shrinking, and I can never get stores around here to stock anything. So yeah, all of my money goes to online sales.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
my local Walmart, it looks like there's not even a Transformers section. There's like one, a J-hook for like 3 deluxes, and that's like it. It's pretty bad. But Toys R Us still has a pretty good selection.
Oh, speaking of Toys R Us, just on TFcon, still one of the best Toys R Us's I've been to in a long time.
That is the Concord, North Carolina Toys R Us. It's a nice one. I go to there when I can.
It was pretty great. Yeah, we Diecast and I stopped again on our way out of town just to look around.
Oh, they sold that one Black Series
TIE Fighter. Yeah, it was gone.
That thing is huge.
Yeah.
It was scaled
Ridiculously.
to hold two 6-inch figures.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
and I could not put my hands around the box like this if I was picking it up. That's how big it was.
Don was trying to put it under his shirt. It was really weird.
That would have been great.
Next time I see one, I'll make sure to throw it at you.
That would have been awesome. I would
That
love
would kill somebody.
Well, it'd be a party then, so we have to go tie one on.
Gosh, okay. So, actually, also speaking of Toys R Us, I got in the mail today their Christmas holiday circular with basically what would be like the old wish book or whatever. All of that one Transformer in it is pretty great.
Yeah, that one Rid Transformer in it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
at least it wasn't like I won't mention the name, but one of the people put out, one of the stores put out a flyer, and they had a Power Ranger on there from 3 years ago. That's not even on the shelf anymore. So it could have been worse.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. What else we got going on the news? The BotCon 2016 box set reveal from last week was Predacon General CicadaCon. Again, I'm not super hot on this box set in concept, but I think I'm liking it better than I was. But this CicadaCon is a slight retool, new head of Aerial Bot Skydive.
Not a new head.
It's not a new head?
No.
No, it's the original head.
Yeah,
No, the
Why,
fifth head
his
is
face looks-
the fifth head is going to go to the combined mode.
His face looks different. Is it the paint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Wow.
I
'cause,
thought it was a new head from the photo.
the
but
yeah.
There's 5 new heads, and Ravage,
Tarantulas.
Tarantulas have
Everything else gets a new head but this.
Yeah, Sea-Clamp and Ramhorn all have new heads, and the Combiner apparently,
The Combiner
and
has-
not this one.
Okay, I guess I can see how it's not. That paint really does. It all just really runs together,
but
which
to
is
get,
the intent.
But to get 5 new heads is pretty impressive for a set.
Well, I mean, yeah. Were the heads? Do we know whether or not? I guess all the heads were just for this set, not additional heads that were added to the tooling. Yeah, I'm assuming that they're new heads. Okay, but
I
look,
have no interest in this set.
like it's
It's a Combiner, so they've got me.
it's a Beast Wars combiner. I should want this desperately, but
With no
I
beast
don't.
modes.
With no beast modes.
Was there even a combiner in Beast Wars?
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah, there were a
Tripredicus.
couple.
So Don just showed us
Yeah,
one a
3 of
second
them are
ago.
in this set.
Yeah. Well, also remember we talked about this at TFcon in the room of how Hasbro's probably saying these are the molds that we've got available. We want you to use these molds, and their club is wanting to do a Beast Wars anniversary thing, so they're just trying to combine both ideas as best they can. Although,
I mean, that's all speculation, though.
I know,
I just I don't
but-
buy it. I buy maybe
RID
I
the
was-
2001
easiest
has
route.
RID 2001 has an anniversary next year.
I know, because
That
I
could have
did
been around.
not think about that until Chris told me about that.
Good.
Then I
Think
realized
about that hotspot mold painted as
I know Fire
Convoy.
Convoy, and then you could have had Godfire Convoy be a combiner with the 3 Car Robot Brothers and the
Yeah.
Rook mold as Magnus.
So Diecast, finish off what you're trying to say.
I'm sorry.
I just don't think that they. I mean, in other BotCon sets, we've gotten molds that are 2-3 years
Or
old.
older.
So I mean, maybe they want to do a combiner, maybe because that's the latest thing, or it could be Hasbro saying that this is what we have available to you. I know
Yeah,
we even
who
speculated
knows?
that because the production moved, that maybe the molds aren't available for older figures like they used to be. I mean, no one knows. I just feel
Somebody knows, but
someone could have done something. I mean, but if they wanted to do a combiner, this is the only way to do it.
yeah.
I mean, we just got 2 Seekers in the subscription Club 3, and that mold's about 10 years old
Yeah.
now.
So going back to your question before Diecast, though, if there were combiners in Beast Wars, so you had Magnavoss, who was a Maximal, Tripredicus, who was a Predacon, and in Beast Wars 2nd, there was God Neptune, which was the repaint of Predacon.
I never got that far in the Beast Wars. I have the box. Well, yeah, I have the full box set of Beast Wars, but I just
Full
haven't
bo-
gotten them.
box set?
You've made it farther than I have.
What do you mean? Box set?
The DVD box set,
Okay. I'm sorry. I was thinking toys.
but I haven't gotten that far in. I've, maybe done season 1 and 2. I don't think I've ever done 3.
Season 1 is good. Season 2 is freaking awesome. Season 3 is okay. Love Beast Wars. Still the best. Okay, but yeah. Yeah, not super hot on the set. I should love it. If they were actually, if we actually had Beasts in Combiner Wars, it would be pretty sweet, but we don't.
Yeah, we could have had a really awesome Beast Wars combiner set if we actually had Beast combiners.
Yeah. So the closest thing we have is Skylinks. So the MP11NR Masterpiece Ramjet. So he's a Conehead. Is going to be a limited exclusive mall edition, limited to 2,000 units. And I want it. I just, retail is like $130, but it's going to cost way more when online
To
retailers
import
get
it,
it.
yeah.
It'll be 200 to import it.
or more.
Yeah.
It'll be somewhere around 200 because
I'm
that's what
thinking
Skywarp was last year.
Was
and
Skywarp
Sunday
limited
Cracker
to
is this
2,000?
year. Yes. And you can still get Skywarp too. Big Bad Toy Store still has it.
But Skywarp wasn't a Conehead. This is new.
No. Yes.
Which
And
means
I
they're
want
going to
it.
do the other
Me
2
too.
cone heads.
I hope so.
Get your wallet out.
Yeah.
There goes my money.
The face looks a little bit wonky to me, but it's not.
I'm fine with it.
It's not far enough off to discourage me from buying it.
I like it. If I can afford it, I'm buying it.
I mean, also Blue Streak, they said was limited, but that was only in the one market that it was limited, and there was a lot more available in other markets. So
That wasn't a mall exclusive, though, right? Or was it? Blue
I
Street.
think it started out as that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
So
this
maybe we'll get more of these, and we'll be able to, purchase
Well,
these.
I could even see a Hasbro run later. quite
is
frankly.
this up for pre-order already?
No.
No.
Okay.
I think it is from the mall.
but
I
not from like
yeah,
Big Bad or
no
something.
online retailers have gotten a hold of them yet.
They need
no.
to get. They need to acquire stock somehow.
Yeah.
So photos have popped up online. More photos of Masterpiece tracks, and why don't I own this yet? Why is this not in my hands?
Because it's not been released yet.
I know
because they're taunting us.
there are photos of it beside of alternators tracks, and it. I mean, I know it. I know that they're smaller, but it kind of hurts seeing it side by side. And
Yeah, it's just the one thing about this tracks is like the head. It's like real. I just something. It's just weird seeing a Masterpiece figure with the head just sort of there. I don't know. It's just weird.
I don't know. This looks pretty fantastic to me, Don.
So you're not used to Masterpiece figures having a head.
What if it had a detachable head, Don?
that was turned into Daniel.
Oh no, roll. No, I'm just saying. It's just sort of weird having it that visible when they try to go for the car mode being as authentic as possible. It's just weird. That's all.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I don't.
Trax's head is right there in the windshield.
Oh.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like, because they try to have the car mode as accurate as possible, yet the head is just like X-Brawn. It's
it's a little
right
silly,
there.
isn't it?
It's right there in the seat.
Okay, yeah. Perhaps translucent plastic for the windshield was not a great idea.
Not for this toy. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. So, Minicon battle packs. So we're getting a Minicon battle pack with Optimus Prime and Sideswipe. That's pretty cool. Is this Rob? Did you post this? No, this is XV Story.
Yeah.
So is that in the photo though? Is that the Minicon that he's getting the sword?
I believe so.
I want that.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
I really want that. I haven't been buying all of the Robots in Disguise that I should be. I think I've honestly probably bought more Adventure at this point. But this looks really, really sweet. Sideswipe looks okay, but that Optimus, I really like the color scheme. Just sad that it's not green. Be nice to have a green Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime should always be green.
Always be green.
And for those folks who don't understand, in last week's
Thank you,
show we
Don.
talked about. I just thought I just mentioned.
No, the thing you do it. No.
Yeah, no, it's one of the late designers, Rick Alvarez, was telling about wanted Optimus Prime to be green.
He's not dead. You make him.
I
Sound
know,
like he's dead.
yeah.
No,
One of the later
Okay,
additions to
later.
the team.
Yeah, he wanted green Optimi. So
Said that Optimus should always be green from now on. We
Yeah.
see how well that went.
Okay, so we have new stock photos of Combiner Wars figures, Combaticons. New molds are nice, or a new mold is nice. I'm not getting much else from this.
Makes me
Swindle
sad.
is so heavily remolded, I will accept that.
Yeah, I agree.
He was what, Rook?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rook.
Yeah, he does look well. Robot mode, he doesn't look that much different, but in vehicle mode, he definitely does.
But yes, I am. I went for this pre-order right away because I need my Combaticons.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Brawl looks good. Swindle looks good. Onslaught. That hotspot mold is fantastic. So.
And Vortex looks okay in robot mode. He looks okay. I'm not saying he looks
sure
great.
does. He sure does look like a different colored Alpha Bravo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, we're not getting a space shuttle, and that's kind of disappointing.
Wait till
Not
tomorrow.
from Hasbro anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll be honest though. After seeing the pictures that went up, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, having him not as a space shuttle.
Couldn't they make Alpha Bravo a space shuttle? I mean, then we could have 2 Alpha Bravos in that mold.
Shut up.
Oh god. Yeah.
Think about all he needs is some wings. Just plug on some space shuttle wings, and there you go.
It
Repaint
would
him.
not have been a hard remold. I'm surprised they passed that up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I almost want to do that as a custom, just to be funny. Like, there's enough Alpha Bravos out there that I
You
could
would
get
not
one.
be the first person to attempt it.
Yeah.
But I may, if we do get a Takara Combaticon set with a space shuttle blast off, we'll be double dipping on him because I've
Oh,
Bruticus-
absolutely.
Yeah, Bruticus is one of my favorite. It's my favorite American combiner, and I really want to get both versions.
I want it.
Did you get Orbitron Bruticus?
Yep, I got him.
Okay.
Yeah, the only Bruticus that I don't have is like the candy toy version, and Battle Gaia. I think I have all the other ones.
Which
that I
was
can
the
think
candy
of.
toy version? Or is that you're talking about Kabaya?
Yeah,
Is Kabaya Bruticus?
yeah.
I missed it then. Yeah.
Dawn, if Takara does their space shuttle, you're going to more than double dip on that because if they do that new mold, they are going to hit it up with every possible color combination they can.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Bruticus repaints.
Well, I'll be honest. I may skip some of those because it's like I don't want the cheddar cheese ruination again.
Voltigus?
No, the desert camo. I call it the cheddar cheese
Oh, okay.
camo because it's got weird fun. That's not sand. That's like
Would you want this in Voltigus colors?
Or Ruination.
I mean, either one.
Yeah.
But Voltigus is kind of ugly. Ruination is ugly, but a different ugly.
Yeah. Now the Urban Commando, the Urban Camo color.
I like those.
Yeah.
So, do we know why? Chris may know, but he's not here. Why the color scheme for Voltigus was radically different from Ruination, or vice versa?
No.
I don't know why.
I remember at the time there was a reason.
Besides Voltigus being ugly.
I don't remember what it was. It was someone either asked at BotCon or there was a Q&A or something, and they mentioned why they did it, and I can't remember what the reason was.
Possibly because there were already so many Voltiguses in Easter baskets at Walgreens that they didn't want to confuse customers.
That's as likely a story as any.
Yeah. So figures, the figure subscription service, Figure 3, showed up last week. Of course, it was Croc. He was the only one left. But the seventh figure, the seventh surprise figure, was Nightracer. Well, I mean, everybody knows at this point it was Nightracer, and of course, that was the BotCon 95.
Mm-hmm. Raksha, yeah, it was the first official female Transformer.
Really,
yeah, toy made of a female character. Yes.
And interestingly enough, the bio for Nightracer for this edition was updated. It was written originally, but updated by Raksha.
Yep, and. Even though Raksha's not in the fandom as much anymore, I haven't talked to her in a while, but it's nice to see that all the hard work she put into 95 is still paying off to this day with the characters.
Yeah, I read on AllSpark where Pete said that he reached out to her and let her know this and asked for help with updating the bio.
Sweet.
And her target master or whatever Minicon partner is named Kashar, something like that. Shakar, which is an anagram for Raksha. So
that's cool.
And again, I just want to point out that on AllSpark or some other message board, there's a dude whose screen name is Raksha, and it's just so weird.
And the paint applications on Nightracer are pretty fantastic too.
Yeah. That's good.
And what's weird is when Raksha was at the show, when she was coming to the early shows, she would bring Avatar, which is one of her boa constrictors, and I think it was a she, and she would just sort of just lay there and just look around. Just, I mean, you could pet him and everything. It's just
like
weird.
Massey.
No, actually, I think Avatar was better well behaved than Massey.
Yeah, pretty cool. I kind of wish I owned this. I kind of wish I'd actually got the subscription service for that G2 Starscream and for this. So I sure didn't. So there's going to be a Black Friday deal, apparently. Legacy Recordings announces a limited edition vinyl exclusive Transformers, the movie, two disc album. So
this is different. This is different than the blue one that you got, right, Brian?
I actually didn't get the blue one. I got the black one. I got the standard release for whatever reason. Was kind of ticked off about that.
This apparently on one side it's going to have an Autobot symbol, on the other side it's going to have the Decepticon symbol. It looks like they put a lot of love into it.
Yeah.
And although I don't have vinyl, I don't have a way to play vinyl records.
Me neither.
I almost want to buy this just because it seems like they did such a nice job putting it together.
Mine is framed, and that's what would happen with this. Now I question how that would actually impact the playing. I mean, is it color?
You can't play it when it's framed.
Good one. Good. Yeah, true. Very true. No, but how would the Autobot symbol and the Decepticon symbol impact the playing, or is that just on the jacket, the dust jacket, and the disc itself is plain?
It says that the logos are etched onto the discs.
Well, I mean, like, since you're playing a groove, well,
as long as the groove's still there,
as long as the groove is consistent, yeah, and the needle, pardon me, the stylus.
It's probably not actually on the groove part of the record.
Well,
I'm sure it's just in the center.
Well, I mean, as long as
they could probably etch it in the space between the grooves.
Well, I'm not. I would say instead of between the grooves, maybe across the grooves.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
As long as the stylist can't escape from that, or isn't interfered with by that etching. I mean, it probably would be fine. I mean, they know what they're doing. Ooh, there's a Johnny Cash record too. Which one is that?
So we have to wait till Black Friday to get this?
Now, I don't even know where you're going to get it.
I know. I wonder what the price is going to be because I mean, if it's cheap enough, and
I don't know. When is Record Store Day? That's
Black Friday, and same day it looks like.
Okay. Interesting. I would like to get this. I like crazy different stuff than this. I don't have the world's largest collection. I'm kind of like where Rob Springer is. I like weird, interesting things more than I like toys that I have 2 or 3 of already. Okay, so Deadlock hobby drift repaint looks kind of nice. He's up for pre-order now. I don't need it.
I do need it. I've already pre-ordered it.
It does.
It looks really nice in those black and purple colors.
Right.
And I do like that mold.
Yeah, and just for our listeners, just in case anyone else is hearing about this for the first time, Hobby Lobby Japan does have it on pre-order right now for about $48 US. So
That's
it
cheap.
so it is for an eHobby exclusive, and those do tend to get kind of pricey on the backside. So
Yeah,
if anyone's
usually.
been, so if anyone's been looking for one, they do have it up for pre-order now. So hopefully this helps some.
Not bad, not bad. So I spilled my Pepsi Max here on my mouse pad, so I'm trying to take care of that while we do the show. Multitasking. Okay, so Transformers Adventure TAV-S VS04 Stepper. It looks really nice in vehicle mode.
Yeah, it does look nice, but
there's not. I mean,
I'm not a fan of that mold.
Yeah, me neither. But there's not enough Stepper in Artfire decos. But I mean, between like Million Publishing, I guess, and this and a couple other things, I mean, we're getting more of those.
I wish you hadn't mentioned that.
Yeah.
This would look pretty good with the Million Publishing Artfire.
Well, yeah, the Million Publishing Stepper probably would look better with it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Million
Yeah,
Publishing
yeah.
Artfire.
it's weird seeing the box saying joint struggle.
Joint struggle.
Our joints are bad.
Yeah, that is interesting. One thing, so this isn't a Versus, since these are both Autobots, what I miss is the Versus box sets that Takara would release. I guess,
Yeah.
do they still do those in any capacity?
Yeah, there are other Versus box sets that do actually have, an Autobot and a Decepticon. It's just, for whatever reason, we wound up with 2 Autobots in this one.
I always appreciated those. It's just a nice little, I don't know, sometimes you can find them and you can get them cheaper, to the 2 figures cheaper that way than you can buying them individually.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look at the Versus set we got for Beast Wars and Beast Wars Neo. Beast Wars Neo.
Oh,
Beast
yeah, I
Wars
bought a
2.
ton of those.
Oh yeah, I mean, and they're great. They look great for display if you're not going to open them, and it's just nice. They're just nice little sets that don't really break the bank.
Yeah, absolutely. So some sad news, I guess. I don't know. I haven't read it. It's probably my fault then. So IDW's Robots in Disguise animated confirmed to end with issue 6.
It is kind of sad news. It's a really solidly done all-ages comic, and I think that's necessary at this point for Transformers, because the comics IDW puts out at the moment are really great, but I'm not sure I'd recommend them for smaller kids, and these I would. So it's a shame.
I wonder if this is writing on the wall for the show. Like, oh well,
Probably
we're done
not.
with the comic,
I mean,
and-
they've already confirmed a full second season, so.
Yeah.
Although shorter than anticipated.
Well, I mean, there are episodes missing from the initial leak or release, or whatever the episodes. But I mean, Hasbro said, of course, not to read too much into that. So
So do
Well,
you
of course
think
they're
it'll
going to
be,
say that, but
it'll have a 3rd season, or you think we'll be done at 2? I kind of think we're going to be done at 2. I don't think this show's really picking up steam.
yeah, I'm feeling the same thing.
Well, again, I hate pointing blame at any one entity, but a 6:30 a.m. slot is not where the show needs to be.
Which is why I think it's awesome that for Combiner Wars they are working with Machinima to produce that and distribute that.
And honestly, pointing blame at any one entity is fine when it's Cartoon Network.
I was trying to be
network is where it doesn't need to be, but
well, it's like I said at one point.
of course, I'm still mad they cost us animated, but hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm still mad about Megas XLR. I mean, this goes back a ways. I'm mad about Gundam. I mean, the Cartoon Network has a legacy.
Yeah, and it's not. Yeah, well, there's a reason I call it being Cartoon Networked. I turned it into a verb because you're being.
No,
Yeah.
it makes sense. No, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah. You're entirely right.
Yeah, Green Lantern animated series, Young Justice, Thundercats.
Hey, but we have
Impossible.
we have Teen Titans Go, and it's awesome. So, what? I like it way better than Teen Titans.
I've heard that.
It's
I'm
great.
sorry,
It's great.
to have that magnificent of a voice actor cast back, and the show not pick up where the first show left off.
It's better though, so I don't care.
No, it sucks, Brian.
It's awesome. Teen Titans Go is great. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Actually, I guess you can buy Teen Titans at Amazon, can't you? On DVD and Blu-ray? Huh?
Yeah, the good.
I'm sure you can.
Yeah, the good Teen Titans, yes.
So yeah, you can get the complete first season at Big Bad at Amazon at Big Bad Toy Store at Amazon for $9.79. TFradio.net/Amazon. So with Christmas coming up, if you're doing your shopping on Amazon, why don't you just do it through the link on our website, or again, tfradio.net/Amazon. Doesn't cost you any more, and it helps us out. It helps pay for things like the show, our web hosting, equipment. All of this isn't coming out of my pocket anymore, which is awesome.
Well, also, Brian, with Christmas coming up, the more they help you out, and the more you learn the spirit of Christmas, the less chance you'll be visited by three ghosts.
This is true, and the more likely that my heart will grow 3 sizes that day.
Amazon always has great deals around the holidays, like cheap. I do 90% of my shopping on Amazon for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. I mean, I like the Thundercracker. We picked up the Combiner Wars Leader Thundercracker, like $26 or something like that. I was like, crazy good prices sometimes.
Yeah. And heck, I've seen Roadbuster. Well, I saw Rhinox and Roadbuster for like $8.48 a piece because it was part of that little program to get you over to the free shipping amount, and it was like less than $9 for a Rhinox at one point.
Okay, awesome. That's really great. But yeah, Transformers, electronics, whatever. So anything like people buy video games and stuff through a link, and we love you for that. Video games, toys, Lego, whatever. We have a lot of great people who are, using it, but we can always use more, and it can always help expand our offerings. So we would appreciate it. Thank you very much, and we love you. Okay, so let's see here. Third-party news. I only have one item that I put in because only one item really stuck out to me. And it's because, of course, I am partial to... actually, no, this is... Yeah, there it is. For a second, I thought that I was looking at the wrong thing. So, Bad Cube, what's it called? Sun Surge.
Sun Surge.
It has a neat little accessory pack with it, and with it comes Chip Chase, or as he's known in this, Fry.
With the wheelchair, Chip Fry, that's great.
Yeah.
With the wheelchair and everything, the wheelchair looks great.
It really does. Like, I wasn't too interested in this, but I kind of want it now.
Oh yeah,
It looks
I'm
really
trying
good.
to get a test shot of this. I'm hoping maybe within the next couple days.
Yeah, it would have been kind of cool if like the wheelchair and Chip could have become his headmaster.
Oh,
just for
stop it! Stop it!
I'm just saying it would have been kind of nice.
Wrong human, Don.
I know, but I'm just.
And
Yeah.
Sunstreaker was one of the very first Transformers. This is the father of the Transformers, basically.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Also, hey, I was checking out Big Bad Toy Store so I could pre-order it full disclosure, and it looks like they actually have a sale today on, if you're listening to this today and watching it live, on G2 Sideswipe for $55.
Oh, that's a pretty good.
Yeah, it's the 1-day sale for.
Yeah.
today.
Oh, I might need to pick up a second one because I didn't sticker the one I have, and I really want to sticker one.
So
Thanks, Brian.
I'm going to go ahead and pre-order this.
Car payment
But
diecast.
that Sun Surge does look pretty good. The face is a little different, but I like the take on the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But definitely, I'm certainly looking to that. So let's see here. Jumping to the items on the network. So we didn't do an RFC last week. We posted a Being Awesome with Rob Springer, where Rob talked about the TFcon Charlotte show that we all loved. And there was a new episode of Superhero Time. What is the show that's out, the Ranger show out now?
Dino
Charge.
Charge. Yeah, they covered 2 weeks worth of Kamen Rider Ghost, which not looking good, and two weeks worth of Power Rangers Dino Charge, which continues to be excellent.
Yeah, and there was no that one episode of Star Trek this week. So if you want to subscribe to that one episode of Star Trek, it's currently in the Superhero Time feed. Don't know if that'll ever change, but it is available there. Really enjoy the episodes that I've listened to that so far. I need to go back and actually finish them.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Hey Rob, what's on TFormers this week?
Okay, well, I wrote a new thing about Transformers Devastation, basically about the higher difficulty levels, how to cope with them, whether or not I think they're fair, things like that. I also did a video review of Combiner Wars Deluxe Sunstreaker. Ironhide is next. He's coming soon. And we've got the cover art for this year's Million Publishing Transformers Generation book, and it is a really nice piece.
I liked it a lot.
Oh, hey, Rob, was he going for a Wildman style, kind of? Because that just sort of, says the Andrew Wildman's. I mean, was he trying to go? Because a lot of the colors are Marvel G1 too.
He's definitely going G1 comic book.
I think it's an earlier Marvel G1 that he was going for, because the faces certainly don't look Wildman to me. They're much more on model. So
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but it looks awesome. I really love this.
Yeah.
I would love to buy just a print of this cover, just to have the.
Well, why don't you ask Guido if he's going to make one available?
Yeah, he's on Twitter.
Yeah, you probably have him on Facebook. I think aren't you friends with him on Facebook?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm at the point where I don't know. I know if I lose a friend, I'm like, oh, well, somebody unfriended me, but I don't actually know who I'm friends with.
And you will never know who that was, because you can't keep track.
Yeah. Okay. So, you can actually find me on Twitter at bkilby, at BKILBY. You can find us on Twitter at TFRadio. And, of course, on Facebook at facebook.com/TFRadio. And, of course, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/C/Radio Free Cybertron, one word. Diecast.
What's the C for?
Channel, I think.
Okay.
I'm assuming. Diecast, though, you're all over the place, too. How do people get a hold of you?
I'm on Twitter at Diecast2, and that's the best place to reach me. But I'll also be at NJCC this coming next Sunday, November 8th. I'll actually have a table and be selling some of my stuff.
Really?
So, yeah.
You're going to be
So if
signing
you wanna-
autographs?
I will sign autographs for a nominal fee, free. If you buy something, I'll sign it. Sign it twice.
So what are you going to have for sale?
I'm gonna have a bunch of loose Transformers that I haven't gone through yet, and some. I'm gonna have the Fans Project, Function X, Quick Switch for sale. I don't know. I haven't really gone through everything yet, but I'm gonna have some Star Screams for sale. So if you need a Masterpiece Star Scream and you haven't picked one up, come see me.
Don, what were you going to say?
I was going to say it's a surprise to everybody, including Diecast.
Yeah.
What he's going to have on the table.
That's pretty cool. So what made you decide to do that?
Just NJCC. They do it 2 or 3 times a year. and I just wanted to get a table and get rid of some stuff, try and make some room, because there's definitely some stuff that, like, I still have in boxes, or I took out once, reviewed it, put it back in the box, type of thing.
We should do a table at Joe Lanta next year if you make it. I'm gonna go.
I'm still looking at flights. It might be a couple months before I can. I mean, I'm planning on
You
going.
got a cheap flight last year or this year.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a
and I
cheap
want to do the
flight.
same type of thing. So, because if I have to put money to an actual event, I'd rather it be like TFcon.
Of course.
So,
Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, Don, you are on the interwebs.
Yeah, I'm on. Best way to get me is also on Twitter. Is at HMRC the number 4 EVR, and you can reach me there, or you can reach me at TFYLP as for anything concerning TFYLP.
Oh, Don. Okay, Rob.
on the other podcast I'm on.
Rob.
Shameless, Don. Shameless.
I'm just
Does like Duron pay you to like
I'm just
per
saying-
mention?
no. I'm saying that there's people at that TFCon that knew me from TFYLP and didn't know I was on RFC too.
Oh, we
And we
gotta
all
fix.
get a chance to.
We gotta fix that.
Yeah, we all get a chance to mention our extracurricular stuff anyway. So yeah, I am at RAC2750 and also for gaming stuff at Flailthroughs. Speaking of.
That's awesome. Very cool. Okay, and Matt is not on the internet. He will check email, but he will not tell you his email. So, okay, cool. So, again, if you are inclined to watch the show live, starting next week or starting this week, the actual show itself starts at about 8 p.m. Eastern time. That way, we can still goof off and everything after the show, but we can sort of get our energy out during. It'll be fun. It'll be different, but hopefully it'll mean that we get the show up faster too. But I don't have anything else, so I guess for the guys, I've been your host, Brian Kilby. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one, okay?
See y'all.
Happy day.
See y'all.
Happy
I got
day.
Happy day.
I got